We are all aware of the recent increase in grass fires stretching across the island. Clouds of thick smoke and small particles of ash everywhere. Fires and smoke can pose physical damage to Light and Power's electrical infrastructure. Here to talk more about the hazards and the effects of fire and smoke damage is Wayde Dottin. It's a windy day in St. George, and that's one of the reasons that we've been having all these issues with the grass fires. Wayde, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Wayde, I'm told that in recent times you attended as much up to 6 grass fires. That's amazing. Tell me about those fires, and especially the one at this site and the damage that it did, because I understand it had damage to our poles and some of our equipment.
Okay, so firefighting has now been added to my portfolio. We had fires in Coral Ridge, parts of Christchurch. We're here in St. George, where we received a call from a customer after they had a grass fire, and we sent a crew out to check, and the crew reported to the control center what the damage was. I was the supervisor on duty, so the report naturally came to me. I assessed the work, and based on the construction of the pole could have stayed for a couple of days. Yeah, but we have to get this pole changed over urgently, because obviously, as you can see, half of the pole is gone because of this bushfire.
We all know fires are bad, but explain for me the real risk of electrical equipment being exposed to extreme heat and possible debris being tossed around.
Obviously, the degradation of the pole. This pole could have toppled, on somebody's car. Wow. If the conductors were still alive at the time, someone could have been electrocuted. So, there are a number of risks involved. The impact it has on our network in terms of, and not only this pole, in other areas where we have to switch around the network. Imagine we are doing planned maintenance, and then we have these unplanned things that may come up and so on. So it is a lot, of risk involved to our staff also, because, for example, I attended one in Allendale, a fire in Allendale, and the fire was still smoldering. Mm-hmm. And in order to not inconvenience customers, we had to brave some of the smoke in order to make an assessment.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is some very scary situations, and as you quite rightly said, sometimes unnecessary.
Yes.
What is the Light and Power doing in terms of structural resilience so that we protect our assets as well as reduce the outages?
So these poles have a special formulation that keeps them from burning so fast. We also put a paste on some of our poles. We've been doing that in recent times to make sure that the heat does not affect the pole as fast, and the moisture also. So those are some of the things that we're looking at and that we have done to make sure that our assets are protected.
Any fire has the potential for damage to our health and our homes. It can stretch the resources of our first responders and may cause temporary power outages. You can make a difference. Follow the advice of our fire service, avoid burning rubbish, and do not light fires, because the dry conditions and high winds right now can easily get out of hand and cause an emergency. Thanks for joining me. Follow us online at BLPC Online or tweet BLPC. Here's this week's Customer Power Tip.
My name is Damon Strong. I'm an electrical technician at the Barbados Light and Power in the generation department. My tip today is to pay attention to your surroundings, whether at home, at work, etc. Electricity is not usually smelled, seen, or heard on a regular basis. So if you walk past an electrical switch, outlet, device, or appliance, and any of these senses tingle, get in contact with an electrician urgently, because smelling, seeing, or hearing electricity is not a good thing. This tip may save you and your home or workplace. Stay safe out there.